so there wasn't a lot of footage today other than saying hello to everybody, but it's because we spent a little bit of time this morning on the road mucking around with the vet for Kurt's ear, and we're coming to the caravan park so we can charge our batteries. You know, we've been doing washing, charging batteries. I had a little repair I had to do on the bed after being up early last night with Kurt. On the end of the bed, a bit of timber broke off the end, so we fixed that. And basically I'll go through all the batteries and pull the car apart and restack it. I've cleaned all the front of the car out, the floor mats. One of the rug car seats went through the wash, so refitted that. Setting up camp, just getting things back to how we like it, everything clean and tidy, washing clothes in the right cupboards, and Margaret likes to vacuum out the caravan and mop the floor and do all the household things. And I'll just give you a quick look at a part of our setup so you know what I'm doing. So there's I've got the twin batteries here. This battery here runs the caravan, and that's the Volt that it's sitting on at the moment, because in the caravan park I always charge all the batteries up to full. This battery here charges the drone while we're on the road through the inverter, and there's your 240 volt inverter just there. So there's a few different chargers sitting there. That's the one for the DJI drone battery. There's another one in the car. There's the spare gas bottle there that we run. When these two run out, we swap over to that grey one, and then these guys here, we go and get them filled up. So on the front we run about a night or two's firewood. There's another bag of firewood in the back of the car, and the fire drum is in the back seat. But yeah, that's a basic. There's a heap of tools there. There's jumper leads. There's the awning cover for the back. There's another inverter there. That's a little bit of the basics of the electrics. So when you want to go from one bottle to another, there's a little red switch on the back. You just swap that over, and goes from one bottle to the other. But there's the overriders on the ground that take the weight off the back of the vehicle and put it back on the axle of the caravan, so that the whole ride height stays the same, so that you get the right traction on the front wheels of your vehicle. Because you can imagine if you've got a lot of weight on the back of your car and the front's up, sooner or later, if you're on if you hit the gravel, and you go on a gravel road and you forget and you're going a bit, normal speed, the front wheels are very light. If you use your brakes or go to turn, it can skid. So those level riders are very, very important. There's another little battery here that I run in the back of the car, sitting on 12.7. I've used this twice since I was away, and this here just plugs in to the Anderson plug there, and you've got jumper leads whenever you want it. That saved some guy at the servo about a week ago. I pulled up the servo and there's a guy broken down at the Bowser. So new leg rope for the surfboard. Got your fire pit there. Both the detectors are in the back, the oars, the solar panel, the chainsaw's in under that rug, the petrol chainsaw. I've also got a battery operated chainsaw in the back. So yeah, we basically cleaned all this out today. Just it's nice to remind you, when you're on the road and you've got a lot of stuff, it's nice to remind yourself of what you've got, where it is, and keep up to date with it all. So thanks to Kurt, I've got my surfboard up there, and Nick with the boat. So yeah, we're running a spare wheel on the back. This is where all our washing goes during the week. So all the washing goes in there. When we get to the caravan park, Margs is on top of that flat out, which is great. So Margs is doing the dinner at the moment. What are we having tonight, love?
Well, we're having kind of roast potatoes.
Yeah.
Some corn on the cob.
Yum yum.
Broccoli, snap peas, cauliflower, and some lamb chops. I love lamb.
Yum yum. Where are the lamb chops?
Over here.
Oh. Yum. Yeah. So this is this is home for the next, you know, until Christmas probably, or later, whatever. We had to put a new microwave in there a couple of weeks ago at Albany because the microwave shit itself. It'd work, but it wouldn't make anything hot. So just a quick look in here. So we've got the boat motor, electric drill, all the fishing gear, the firewood, the petrol tank, the 65 litre fridge, a couple of beers, heaps of tools, the Yabby nets. Yeah, there's just tools on top of tools in here. There's just a bit of everything. I would not be able to survive. Oh, there's my electric chainsaw there. So yeah, there's a bit of everything in there. I don't know what else I can show you, but I'm basically just doing a bit of footage so that it sort of gives you something to look at. There's a lot of guys wanting to see videos at night and all that, and that's great. And I don't mind doing it. I like doing it. So there's our spare fuel for the boat, petrol, spare 20 litres of diesel just in case I need it. But now that was for Nullarbor, etc. But we're not going to need that now. There's spare oil for the engine. There's a shower in that bag. There's a bit of rope, sun visor. There's the compressor up the back and the lead and everything for the compressor. That's got its own battery supply. So I just pulled the lead out. We go forward driving in the sand, which I think we might be tomorrow. Much to Margaret's disgust. She doesn't like forward driving, so she can film and I'll drive. That tyres down on the sand and you can quickly pump them back up. So we've got the awning here if we need it, the trusty old King's awning, and the fishing rods. Got a couple of small rods, a couple of surf rods, and I've got another 3 or 4 of these littler ones in the back just in case I need them. Got the good spotties and the light bar for night time. We've got the shovel up there if we need it. And the good old really wide caravan mirrors, thanks to Kurt again, Kurt and Cohen, your bloody champions. Yeah, so they've been very handy on this trip. We do have other ones that clip on to here that extend these mirrors, but they're a much cheaper version. These ones are the Duck's Guts, thank you Kurt. Other than that, we are about 800 Ks of ticking over 600,000 Ks on this vehicle. Original motor, original turbo. It's obviously had some work done on it, some brakes and some exhaust and a lot of servicing and a few things, but it's got a lot of original parts in it, and that's thanks to it being a Toyota. These things are, yeah, it amazes me every day what it does with that amount of kilometres on it. But yeah, here we are. So that's a basic rundown of the caravan. So we've got our water. Our water comes out of the tap straight in there. So the sink inside just runs permanent like it would in a house. We catch our water here and then put it in the grey water tank. It's normally the way we do it if we're just here for one night. Otherwise we set a pipe up. Water goes in there. There's the ventilation vents for the fridge. The aerial, which must have collected some sort of trees or leaves or something there. So it's power in. There's your TV point. Yeah, there's not much else to add. We had our push bikes on the back and broke a back window, but that's nothing. We'll fix that. But we decided not to bring our bikes on this trip. It'd be probably more of a nuisance than anything else, but we had to put a new awning on it because the awning that we brought the van with was all split. So we put a new awning on it. We brought this down the road, bit of a privacy windbreaker. So, you know, it's all going well. Like I said earlier in the last film, this is part 2 to today's episode. So the sun is about to go down. There's a magic bubble that one of the kids, oh look, they're blowing bubbles over there. Yeah. Magic bubbles. I've got a painting like that at home that's someone doing the same thing, blowing them bubbles, and it's all about dream and believe. Not much you can't do if you've got that attitude right. But there you go. The sun's just about to go down. Dinner will be served in about 15 minutes. And I guess when you're on the West Coast, that's the sort of stuff you got to deal with every night. You know, it's pretty tough, but I guess someone's got to do it, and we're loving it.